Happy 4th of July, everybody. I'm back with another video, and I'm just gonna make a quick video talking about it's okay to cut off toxic, narcissistic, abusive family. First of all, I just want to say it's okay to cut these people up out of your life. And the reason being, because these people would drain your energy. They would drain your energy. These people will have you in an early grave if you allow it. They would definitely have you in an early grave. Your peace, your mental health should be your priority. Just because these people are related by blood doesn't mean they should have access to your life. No one should be anybody emotional punching bag just because we so-called related by blood. And that's what's wrong with these people, because they know if they go about, abusing, people on the street, guess what? These people are going to cut them off immediately. If you're not going to allow your co-workers, your boss, and your friends or anybody on the street to abuse you, why would you allow your toxic family members to abuse you? Same thing. Why would you allow them to abuse you? Just because they blood? You think you're going to allow them to have access to you because they blood? No. Cut these people off. I don't care who they are. Your mom, your dad, sisters, brothers, cousin, your kids, cut them off. If these people are costing you your mental health and your peace, cut them off. God didn't put us on this earth to be abused. Emotional abuse is real. Matter of fact, emotional abuse is worse than physical abuse, because emotional abuse targets the very essence of your being. It targets your self-worth. Emotional abuse is a lot harder to heal from than physical abuse. And many people, they may not understand why you're cutting off your toxic family, but it's not for them to understand. Because if you never been or experienced narcissistic abuse, it's going to be very hard for you to understand, because this type of abuse is very insidious. It's very demonic in nature, very controlling, very manipulative. And if you haven't been through it, you just need to shut your mouth. Who are you to sit up here and tell somebody, how to deal with their trauma, deal with their pain? If you haven't dealt with it, then please close your mouth. And another thing, you guys, just because they family, just because y'all blood, doesn't give them access, the right to abuse you. Cut these people off completely. Cut them off. And a lot of times these people are miserable, and they want you to be miserable. Misery loves company. And like I say, I'm about my Father's business. If you're not here to love me, to uplift me, to encourage me, then you don't need to be part of my life. If all you're going to do is talk about me, slander, gossip about me, you don't need to be part of my life. Seriously. Point blank. You need to be gone. And a lot of times, YouTube, these people, they don't want to heal. It's easy to point the blame, say, oh, you the problem, this, that, and the other, instead of taking the time out to get healed, taking the time out to get counseling, and most important, getting deliverance, asking God, to deliver them from their demons, to heal their wounds. And that's one of the reasons why my mother had passed away at an early age. I know she died before her time, because my mother, she was in a very toxic, abusive relationship with my father. And she was hoping that he would change. She stood by him. And guess what? He never did change. But he changed her for sure. He put her in an early grave. And these people think they can just abuse you, disrespect you, slander and gossip about you, and thinking, ain't nothing to it. We be back cool the next day, whatever. No, it's not. You have to call out the dysfunction. Because, see, my father, he didn't want to deal with his trauma. He didn't want to deal with his childhood because he was abused. He was in a very abusive, he grew up in a very abusive childhood. And his parents abused him. So what he did, instead of him getting the help and the healing that he needed, he transferred that trauma onto us. He abused my mom because he didn't want to deal with his trauma. He didn't want to deal with the abuse. So it was easy, to take out his frustrations out on us and my mom. And my mom paid a dear, heavy price for it. These people will make you pay a heavy price for their pain. Some people been through so much in their life that they just got hardened. Their heart is just cold. And they don't care who they hurt. All they care is about, I need to release this pain. I don't want to deal with this trauma. I gotta release this pain onto somebody else to make them feel better. And so my father, he passed that curse onto us. Instead of him getting the healing that he needed, he passed it on to us. And guess what? Instead of my siblings, they continue that curse. Even though my father, he passed away back in 21, my siblings to this day is still passing on that curse. It's a never-ending cycle. They still in that abusive cycle. They still abusing. They still talking about one another. They still in that, toxic cycle, dysfunction that they're not even aware of. But I'm here to tell you, I'm not putting up with it. I'm not putting up with it. Somebody has to stop the curse. It may not start with me, but it ended with me. So that's all I have to say, guys. You guys, you have a blessed, happy 4th, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.